Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Wednesday's Reflexology Wisdom. We are going to continue our series of helping you build your business, and we're going to be looking today at probably the one that you've been waiting for all along, because everybody, of course, talks about social media. Now, you might think, because I do a fair few posts, that I know about social media. Well, let me tell you, I don't. So I've got someone here, an expert. This is Karen Smith. She is Jubilee College's resident expert in social media. And she's also our wonderful tutor for the Newcastle and Leeds venues. So Karen, welcome to Wednesday's Reflexology Wisdom. We're going to have a great chat with you to find out how to do it, probably rather than the way I do it, which is just chuck a load of posts out there and hope for the best. I would imagine that's the wrong way to do it, isn't it?
Well, some will stick, David, some will stick, but yes, there is a better way. Let's put it
Good.
that way.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is the thing. I hope that, guys, you're watching this. I hope you're going to be learning. I'm going to be learning too, that's for sure. So, Karen, what sort of platforms are we going to be talking about?
Really, I suppose because most reflexologists, therapists are working and looking for local clients, then really Facebook and Instagram are the two main sort of platforms. But really, it's, you don't have to be everywhere. I think that is sort of key, but you need to be where your ideal clients are.
Right. Perfect. Now, can I just ask? I've heard, and I'm probably going to get these ages completely wrong, but is it right that if you are looking for clients that are over 35 years old, you want to go Facebook, and if you're looking for clients under 35 years old, you should go Instagram? Is there any water in that?
It depends where you look and where you get your information from. Obviously, they are sort of quite different. Facebook, if you like, is best for local community and visibility, and I would say the 40 plus market.
I knew I'd get the numbers wrong.
Yeah, but then there is a crossover. Sort of Instagram is more sort of visual, more aesthetic, but then it's really 35 to 55. So there is a crossover.
Right.
It's never going to be sort of as clear cut as that. But yeah, it's really just the main thing is where does your ideal client hang out?
Got you.
That's
Now,
where you
do you know what?
need to
You've hit on one of the bugbears for me already, talking about Instagram being more visual. Because you have to have a photograph first for Instagram, don't you? Or you've
be.
got to have a little video. And I'm
Yeah.
thinking to myself, I don't always have a photograph or something like that. So what do you do with that? How do you perhaps engineer photographs or
Well, Canva is, you've
okay?
got a lot of stock photos on those. You will, however, if you don't go for the paid version, which you don't have to at all if you're just starting out, but the paid version will give you better quality photos that you may perhaps not see sort of everywhere else.
Right.
There is sort of Shutterstock, which do have some free ones. There is mine's gone blank now.
Oh, I know one. You just reminded me. Photolia.
Yeah, that would be absolutely another one. I'm going to say something Splash now, and I can't remember the name of it. But there's plenty of sort of free availability. But again, if you don't pay for ones, you may see that same sort of photo, on many Facebook sort of pages and sort of sites. And obviously, you can create your own. If you're any good at photography, then it doesn't have to be the polished version. You can still create, your own photos as well.
I would imagine, actually, for authenticity, far better to create your own photos.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
absolutely. Yeah.
So, how often should I post? Because I've got no idea on this.
Yeah. Again, I think I will sort of put something around this, that consistency,
Right.
is better than frequency. Okay,
Ah.
so if you are, because we don't want anybody to be overwhelmed by posting, and it's another job in the huge list of sort of jobs that we already have.
Mm.
So I would say, as you said, consistency beats frequency. So if you can comfortably post 3 times a week, then that's what you should do. If you can. Oh dear.
3 times a week?
Yeah. But also when you think, now it's not just posts, we do have stories on
Yeah.
both Instagram and sort of Facebook, and you've obviously got reels as well.
See,
So
now this is where I am now, officially an old fart. I haven't got a clue when it comes to stories and why. See, I'm getting all worried now, even just talking about this. What's the advantage of doing so? Stories, they're those little things that go across the top of Facebook, aren't they?
Exactly, yes. And there, I suppose, they capture sort of moments in time. They only are up there 24 sort of hours. They could be, as quick as you are on the way to a meeting, starting your day with a cup of coffee. They're a complete quick snapshot, and they don't really
Oh,
need
so
any
Are you
major
are you saying
thought.
that what you can do is almost like in Selfie Mode, say, "I'm just on my way to work," or "I've got two appointments free." You just do a quick video and you post that to stories.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh,
So
do you know
it's,
what? Seriously, I'd got no
it's
idea it was that easy. Um, or if you are do so and you can just put photos on?
videos, photos, polls, you name it, you can put on there. It's not just a still photo,
Right.
it's your videos as well. But they should be quick and easy to do.
Quick, easy, and snappy.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so they're
yeah.
attention grabbers then.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Why didn't they call them that? That would have been so much easier.
And you can, if you see on sort of people's Instagram accounts as well, they've got sort of little highlights across the top. So if you have particular stories then that have a theme to them, you can then use them as highlights. So anybody browsing your site can then look back at some stories that you have posted. Otherwise, they will just disappear, for
Wow.
example. So
Okay. Learning all the time here. I'm feeling out
yeah.
of my depth already, and we've hardly got started.
but but as I said, it's don't don't stress about it. It is quality versus quantity as
Right.
well. It's no point doing those 3 posts and their 3 rubbish posts. It's better, if that sounds too much for you, it's better to post once, and that is a great post, and that's something you can do consistently, as opposed to just putting out rubbish, like you saying. You just throw stuff out, and yeah, it's
Yeah.
not very good
Perfect.
quality.
Perfect. So we've talked about Facebook and Instagram.
Hmm.
I believe you can link these. So
Yes.
should I be worried about just posting the same thing on both and just being able to do it once with this? There's something on Meta, isn't there, that you can do that
Yeah.
with? Or should I try to actually have something focused for Instagram and then something different for Facebook and then worry about finding even more stuff to post?
No. Again, if we're busy, we're trying to run our businesses. So the quick answer is link, it's the same. Whatever you post on Instagram, you're posting on Facebook.
Right.
However,
Ah,
that's yeah, there's always a however, there's always a but. So that's the quick and easy answer. However, as we said before, Instagram is visual and Facebook is more wordy.
hmm,
So if you can, then tailor the sort of post slightly. So Instagram would be a shorter sort of accompaniment of words than what you would post to Facebook. So it's not a complete rewrite, it's a tweak.
Right. Okay. Because with Instagram, whenever I actually do have an Instagram account.
Well done.
And I actually do follow a few people on Instagram as well. I've
Yay!
really got no idea how I'm using it or anything, but I just look at the pretty pictures, and there doesn't seem to be any text. There doesn't seem to be anything said. Whereas with Facebook, you're actually telling somebody something, and you
Yes.
can put a picture on as well if you want to.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
that's the way to look at it?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it is, yeah, Instagram visual, and therefore sort of shorter, quicker captions, and then Facebook does prefer that sort of more wordier accompaniment to the picture.
Right. Got it. Okay. So we're talking about then time, which is something that none of us have got nearly enough of.
Mm.
I've heard some people talking about that they schedule their posts. What on earth is that?
It's really, I suppose, it's again looking at your schedule, but trying to create time in your schedule, whether it's a morning, a week, a day a week, however frequently you're going to post, but batch content all of your posts. So using the free, and it is free, the Meta Business Suite, Facebook. It'll handle Facebook and Instagram seamlessly, and then it's sort of creating types of posts. If you batch them, but it depends, I suppose, if your mind works that way. But if you had a sort of, I don't know, an idea for types of posts, so you were going to say follow all of the awareness months. So say you had your stress awareness month, your heart awareness month. So you were planning over, say, 3 months, and there were 3 types of awareness months in that time. Then you do all your posts of that type all at one time, because then you get into a flow.
And then you've got them all scheduled. You don't have to think about it. They're just going to appear like magic.
Yes. So if you decide, if we're going on those 3 posts, I'm going to post Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, then you can set that in advance. So every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, then you've got your different types of posts going, and you can batch post, for if you're doing it, working on a monthly basis, then you can have them done once they're in, they're scheduled, and you can sit back and relax. But then you're always then next week thinking about the sort of future posts that you're going to do.
Do you know what? I knew you were the right person to ask to tell me how to do all of this, because I wouldn't have even thought of that. That's amazing. So, okay, so we've looked at how we can save time by scheduling posts and having like loads of stuff all batched up and ready to go. And you were saying that is on Meta Business Suite?
Yes, the Meta Business Suite, yeah.
Okay, and you can link your 2 accounts on that?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you what, at least I'm following that bit. So if I've kind of got my Facebook account and my Instagram account, where on earth do I start? How do I find inspiration to actually? I mean, you've just given me that idea about the awareness months or awareness days. So, but where else can I find inspiration?
So I'm going to talk about content pillars combined in this as well, because these are, if you think of content pillars, these are 4 to 5 repeating themes that you're going to create your posts under. So, for example, about you, who is David, who you are, why you do what you do, personal sort of story, background.
Well, that's going to put people right off for a start, then, isn't it?
Remember that authenticity, David.
Oh, God.
And then, say, another content pillar could be education, so benefits of reflexology, how it helps, and also what do your clients ask you? So frequently asked questions about reflexology. Social proof, so any testimonials, reviews, client success stories, obviously with their permission. Community, anything happening that you're tied in with, yourself, if you're volunteering for something, so anything community based, for example. And then any offers or promotion, any news, any appointment availability, that sort of type of thing. So if you think of your sort of posts within those content pillars, then that will give you then your ideas. If we go back to that batch processing, well, I'm going to do all my about me's, this, I'm going to create those 4 whatever posts, and then 4 posts about education, 4 posts about social proof, and so on. So your mind is focused on that, and my mind works in that way that it becomes sort of easier as well. Also, be inspired by what other therapists are posting as well. Have a look.
But we need. No, I was just going to say we need to just be very careful. Don't go copying other people's pages. You'll fall out with people very quickly if you do.
Yeah. But if you admire somebody that and you follow them, just see what they're sort of doing, and it will inspire you.
Yeah.
And have a look at their sort of visuals and that type of thing, and it will all help. But also, behind the scenes, what does it take? One of my I forget I think I did it as a reel, one of my reels, and very, very simple. I put my camera on, timer for sort of 2-3 times speed, and it was just me setting up my treatment bed and clearing the air. I just filmed myself doing that. So it was just me going around, sped up, and it got lots of views and lots of engagement. So you don't overthink it. It can be as simple as simple.
It didn't have Benny Hill music on it, did it?
No, it should have done.
Now I'm really showing my age as well, aren't I?
Well, me too.
So when you say like these content pillars, so basically you're channeling different threads of content into these pillars. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah. So you don't have to think, you're not every week thinking, oh, what can I post? You've got a bit of guidance, well, I can think of a post under that content pillar. You could do another content pillar on demonstrating and videos, hand reflexology for common ailments as such as well. So, it just refines your your creativity, I suppose, into those areas, rather than, oh my goodness, what, I can't think of anything,
right.
And that works for me. And it's a sort of a theme that I've seen on a lot of social media trainings that they would always recommend.
Okay, excellent. So we've talked about who you think your ideal client's going to be. How would you there's that thing about speaking to your ideal client, because you're trying to get a message across, aren't you, with social media?
Absolutely.
How would I wouldn't even know how to start. I mean, this is a ridiculous thing. I suppose with what I do on this channel, I know that the people are speaking to are going to be other reflexologists. It's like, it's David's reflexology channel. So it's easy, isn't it? But how would I even know how to find these people? And the question I quite often get asked is, for people that have not been on social media before, they say, who am I posting to? How do I know? And also, how do I actually start getting people to follow me? That's if they get from a standing start, how does it happen?
Yeah. So I think your ideal client is sort of, it's a extra reflexology wisdom episode in its own right. But it's just sitting down and, give that person a name. Visualize who your ideal client is. So you give her a name. How old is he or she? Does she work? What's her family life sort of like? What does she do? What are her hobbies? What are her interests? What magazines? Where does she shop? And you build up this picture, in your mind of her. So then when you are creating your posts, you are then speaking to her or him,
Yeah.
and so then you are targeting. Doesn't mean you won't get other people
No.
reacting sort of with your post, but if you have that person in your mind, then it just helps you focus a bit more. And it's sort of, it's thinking then with your post, what does that ideal client worry about? Avoiding sort of our reflexology jargon, speak like your clients would. Focusing on the benefits of the reflexology, and always include a call to action on your post. So,
What does that mean?
so
So
you want them,
I've heard that before. I've got no idea what it means.
yeah. So it's what you see at the end of sort of posts saying, message me to book in, or do you want more information? Ask me, about
Oh.
how this can help you. Direct message me or call me or what have you. Because you're not. Yes, it's all good and well posting, but then you want the clients or your potential new clients to actually act on that sort of post. So
Do you mean whenever I've been saying on this channel, put your comments in the comment box below, that is actually a call to action?
that is, David. See, you are doing it without realizing.
Oh, good grief. I do feel such a dinosaur sometimes, I really do. Karen, just to round it, this is so much. We could probably talk for ages on this one,
Yes,
and we
absolutely.
perhaps one of these days, and actually I won't even take no for an answer. We're going to do this. We need to do something a bit more extended rather than just a quick Facebook, no, not a Facebook, a YouTube. See, I'm so confused already. Don't
You
even know
don't know
where
what
I am.
platform you're on yet.
Oh, but we need to do something a bit more extended on social media. But if you were going to give some quick tips, stuff that people could do easily, quickly, something that would help them feel that they were winning as soon as they get started, what would it be?
As I said, I think that it's consistency.
Yep.
That, so whether it's just get one, and don't wait for everything to be perfect. Just do it.
Do it.
So if it's that one post every week, just do it. So
Yep.
that consistency.
Okay.
And before you post, or as part of your regular routine, engage with, spend 5 minutes, that's all it'll take, 5 minutes every day, engaging with local businesses, other sort of business in you. So either like their comments, comment on their sort of posts, etc. So sorry, like their posts, comment on their posts, and it's that building engagement, building community in your local area, and you'll
Right.
find then that your post will get more engagement.
So
With that.
that's how we get that standing start going.
Yeah, it's starting to sort of build on that. And then I would say the sort of final one is be authentic. People connect with, and buy from real people,
Yep.
not some sort of polished person that is so removed from yourself. So turn up, show your face sometimes, and just speak how you would speak to a client face to face.
Right. Well, there's nothing polished about me, so I'm pretty authentic then, aren't I?
You are.
Karen, this has been brilliant. Thank you so much for
You're
joining
very
us on
welcome.
Wednesday's Reflexology Wisdom. I tell you what, I'm going to have to rewind this and watch it again and again and again, because I feel like there's a gold mine of information, and I actually genuinely do feel we've barely scratched the surface. So you've got to come back sometime and we'll do something. So watch this space and we'll see what we can do to get more knowledge out of Karen, because guys, as you probably can tell, she really knows her stuff. Thank you so much, Karen.
You're welcome.
And thank you so much, everybody, for watching. And until next time, stay well, Stay safe. Thank you very, very much. Bye.
Bye.